Okay, folks, we're playing a little game called EthnoGuesser, where you got to guess where these faces are from. And let me tell you, it's not easy. I thought it'd be easy. It's not. It's really not. So bear with me, folks. I'm going to give it my best educated guess and find out where these people are from. So right out of the gate, okay, this young man here looked very familiar. In fact, he looks like, I'm just going to come out and say it, he looks like Montel Jefferson, who I believe was a wide receiver for the Clemson Tigers about 2 years ago. I don't know what happened. I think he was a sophomore at the time, so I'm going to say it. He might be related to Montel Jefferson, wide receiver for Clemson Tigers, which could only mean one thing, which is South Carolina. So I'll just put it right here just in case. You know, maybe he got relatives. But I'm going to say South Carolina. Let's see where it is. Oh, okay. Oh, I was way off there. Where is that? That is, I do not know where that is. Okay, South Sudan, Central Equator State. Interesting. Okay, well, okay, let's try another one. Oh, now this is easy. This is easy because we only got really one Chinese restaurant in town, and it's owned by the Chen family. And I tell you right now, this looks like Mr. Chen's son. I forget his name, like Stephen. I think that's Stephen Chen. I didn't know he was married though. So yeah, we only got one Chinese restaurant, and in little old Tuscaloosa. So we're gonna just put it right there because I think that is the son of Mr. Chen. That's Stephen. So let's see where we're at. Oh wow. Okay, we was far off. We was very far off. That is Russia. Now, that don't make sense to me. Ain't no way he's Russian. No, that's Chinese food if I ever had some. So, interesting. So, sometimes the computer gets it wrong. But we'll try again. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So, I can't rightly place these folks. What I can say is they do look... we got a little ad there. Do I want to save up to $1,200 on LG appliances from Best Buy? And that's a good deal. That is a good deal. Oh, folks, I'm sorry. I got distracted. You know what? I'm going to say I got it wrong a few times. I do think that these people look a little bit African. Just, from the color of their skin. But they're not that dark. So I'm just going to place a bet in the center of Africa and hope I'm right. Australia? Okay. Huh. I did not know that the Africans made their way to Australia. That is interesting. Okay. Well, folks, we don't got any points on the board here. We're going to have to try a little harder here. Try maybe the next one. Okay. Now, this is going to be easy because what we just saw was that there are Africans in Australia. These people do look like they are from Africa, so it's really now coming down to like a 50-50 guess, Africa or Australia. And I'm saying this man here, he does have a very serious face, and I know the Australian folk are a little bit lighthearted, so I don't think he's from Australia. I think he's actually from Africa. And, that South Sudan guess was pretty good before. I'm going to go there again and just see what happens. Oh, okay, we're on the board. We're on the board with some points. Not far off. Not far off indeed. That's pretty good. Okay, interesting. Yeah, now, folks, I'm a little confused because on the one hand, they have kind of like a brown skin and maybe a wider face. And so I really don't know. You know what? These folks, I know what it is. These look like native Hawaiians. This girl looked like she's seen a luau or two. And this man, I bet she danced in a hula dress. This man here, I know he liked that roast pig. So I'm going to say Hawaii because, yes, indeed, they look Hawaiian to me. You ever see that film, what was it, Lilo and Stitch? Yeah, I think they're Hawaiian. Let's give it a guess. Okay. Okay. So I was not right that they're from Hawaii, and I didn't score any points, but I was right that they do seem to be oceanic folks from an island in the Pacific Ocean. So that's not bad. That's not bad. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere for sure. Okay. All right. This one is tricky. And I do think, I'm not going to beat about the bush. They look a little Indian to me. And I'm not talking like our Indian from America, but I'm talking about like India, So I'm going to say it. I think they're Indian. And we're just going to give it a guess. What's a good place to get? Well, smack dab center in the middle of India, I think, is the best one. Let's hit confirm and see. Oh, wow. Bullseye. Well, wow. I don't want to generalize and say all Indians look alike, but, the proof is in the pudding, and that's a bullseye. Bullseye don't lie. That's for sure. Let's move on to the next phase before I get myself in trouble. Okay. Yeah, so I went a little far afield last time when I tried to guess, but I do know that when I went to California, specifically San Francisco, there were a lot of Chinese people there. And that's because San Francisco has a Chinatown where they let the Chinese people live. And I do believe that these folks look Chinese to me, and so there's a very good chance they are from Chinatown in San Francisco, California. Boy, that was a long time ago, but I'm just going to go for it. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, Japan. Japan, that's right. There is another Asian country called Japan. I should have known that. I should have known that. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not doing too well. Okay. Once again, I think I've got it because this man is kind of, and this woman definitely look like some folks I know. Yeah, I believe I know a guy that looked just like him. His family, what was his name now? The Clevelands. The Clevelands, and they're funny enough, they were not from Cleveland, Ohio. They were originally from Atlanta, Georgia. They moved to Alabama, but I believe they were from Georgia, and it was Atlanta. So I think this one's kind of a no-brainer. I'm just going to say Atlanta. These folks from Atlanta. Oh, okay. Now, I think this game's being a little silly because every time they show me someone with darker skin, they appear to be from South Sudan in this region of Africa, but I know there are a lot of countries in Africa, so I think this game is trying to tell me that all darker-skinned black folks come from one part of Africa. That's simply not true. Simply not true. Let's move on to the next phase, though. Wow, I was off. Oh, okay. Interesting. Because they do kind of look like a combination of Mexican and Chinese. And I don't think he's Mexican, but I don't think he's Chinese. So where would I place my guess? Halfway between the middle of Mexico and China? I don't think so. So it's a question of, do they look more Mexican or do they look more Chinese? And I think, if you look at the woman's hair, it's a little parted down there, and that style seems like it'd be more Chinese. I really don't know. I'm just going to say it like maybe they are from some part of China where they have Mexicans, which would be closer to the ocean, because if you want to go from Mexico to China, it's a long flight. You don't want to go all the way to the center of China or this direction of China. What is that? Oh, I always get confused. I guess that'd be West China. So East Chinese is a good guess. We can go this big city here, Shanghai Chinese. No, Russians. Oh, really? Wow. I don't know how the heck do people even live out there? That looked like really abandoned space. That's interesting. Okay. Hey, we scored some points, though. We scored some points. All right, last one. I really got it. I got to put it all into this one. Okay. I'm going to say it. These folks look Chinese. They look Chinese to me. But I do know that if you look Chinese, that don't necessarily mean you're Chinese. You could be from Japan. You could be from North or South Korea. And judging by how similar they look, these could be brother and sister. Where would a brother and sister look very similar, like identical twins? I do believe that would be North Korea, because there is less, let's just come out and say it, there's less interracial mixing in North Korea because it is a nation state that's cut off. So if you got a woman who looked like your sister but ain't your sister, well, maybe deep down the family tree, some funny business was going on. So I'm going to say it. I think they're from North Korea. I don't know where, but I'm going to just guess North Korea. Oh, interesting. Okay, I wasn't far off, but that's the end of the game, folks. Okay, I scored an average of 952 points. I did get a 5,000 pointer, which was pretty darn good. And that's a wrap, folks, and I'll see you again next time. I hope to do better. I'm learning a lot, that's for sure. Every time I play this game, I'll learn so much. So see you in the next one, folks.